series of photographs taken by Elliot Ellishoffen during the shooting of the motion picture. Behind them lies a story. In the field of communications, no generation has been blessed like ours. We're downright garrulous. In a flash, a news flash, we're ready to report, explain, expound, analyze, editorialize, and show the picture. Whatever seems to be of more than passing interest. The actual taking of the picture, the still we call it, is the work of a rare breed of men. Direct descendants of the Matthew Brady who photographed the Civil War. These men are professionals in the best sense of the word. Many of them are artists, and few are geniuses. Men like Bob Capa, Ansel Adams, Carl Maidens, Dimitri Kessel, Edward Steichen, Peter Stackpole, and Elliot Ellishoffen. For a still photographer, covering a motion picture, especially one like The Warlord, is a coveted assignment. On a movie set, realism and fantasy, mood, emotion, sublime, and the ridiculous are all woven together like threads in a tapestry. Now, who could capture all this for us on film and yet make it seem as if it had never happened before? Keep it fresh, new, vibrant, glowing with love, tense with conflict, flaming with jealousy, rage. Elliot Ellishoffen. Elliot Ellishoffen helped cover World War II for Life magazine. He explored and photographed the Nile from its source to the sea, climbed 16,000-foot mountain glaciers in the Congo. Elliot's an authority on African tribal art, a collector, and a watercolor painter. He's an expert on color photography. He served as special color consultant during the filming of the motion picture Moulin Rouge. We were proud to have him on the set of The Warlord. The Warlord is an important picture, but in production terms, it's a massive contradiction. Like Ben-Hur, it has elements of spectacle, but it's not a spectacle. Like Spartacus, it's a war story, yet it's not. Like El Cid, it's a personal adventure, yet it's not entirely that either. The Warlord is an intensely personal story, a love story. It slashes across the barriers of class, custom, moralities. Did Elliot Ellishoffen capture any of that? Well, let him show you.
You walk on a set, and suddenly you're in the 11th century. It isn't easy for 20th century man to make this transition. You must think cruel because you are face to face with cruel men in a rough and savage world. Conflict is intimate, personal, hand to hand and dagger to throat. That is my challenge. Not merely to capture the physical facts, but the mood and emotion that sets the Warlord and his retainers apart from men of today. There are wonderful faces to photograph. Heston of The Warlord, imperious, stern, vigorous. Richard Boone, rugged and scarred as granite. Guy Stockwell, young, ambitious, vindictive. And Rosemary Forsyth, beautiful. In love, a woman of grace and fire. Romantic love as we know it is still several centuries away. When the Warlord experiences it, it will be cataclysmic. Pagan rites and ancient custom give him the privilege of taking a vassal's wife for one night, but not of keeping her. The consequence for violating the privilege is war. And finally, there's the use of color to set a mood. Nature does it with sunset, a dawn, a brooding forest. The photographer does it with selection, personal taste, and of course, lights and filters. If he is successful, you may not be aware of it, but you'll feel it, just like the music.